escape the dungeon.
Hello, everybody. This is Escape the Dungeon, the
Unless it's a musical episode.
podcast where we ask you to join us as we explore the world beyond the world's oldest role-playing game.
Boo.
My name is Mike Cripps. And I will be your master of ceremonies, and I am joined by 4 mystifying players. Zach Brass.
Oh, no more singing?
Dom Brass.
Hi, I'm Dom Bat. Yeah.
Nate Brass.
Dom Bat.
What's up, Internet? I'm Nate. That's me.
And Tyler Knittle.
Tyler, that's me. Thanks for asking.
Oh, I thought you hated singing, Tyler.
I make all the music. What do you mean I hate singing?
Each season, we will be playing a different tabletop role-playing game. This season, we are playing Urban Shadows 2nd Edition, a Powered by the Apocalypse game, published by Magpie Games. And guys, I'm in a musical mood. I got a song in my heart.
Are we going to have a musical episode?
We better.
I've been practicing.
I have not been practicing, but whatever.
And the reason is because I just got back from a trip to New York City, the Big Apple. The city that never sleeps, a third nickname. And we saw some shows. It was a good time. Specifically, we saw a musical adaptation of the book The Outsiders. You guys remember that one?
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Stay golden.
That was a great book.
Did you see some Socs get killed?
We did, yeah. Spoilers.
Or do they pronounce it Soch or Sock in this?
Soch.
Okay.
The Greasers and the Soches. And really good show, honestly. Like if anyone is interested in musical theater, I highly recommend checking this out. I don't necessarily want to talk about the show, though. What I thought was interesting is that we went to see a matinee show on Thursday during the day, and there were like 3 or 4 different middle schools that were seeing this musical as part of a field trip. And that got me thinking that we never went on good field trips. What is going on? These kids getting to go to see Broadway shows? Come on.
I mean, are the schools from New York? That probably helps.
Look, if you want good field trips, just join Boy Scouts.
I don't know. I got to go to a zoo when I was in Jersey. I love zoos. Zoos are sick.
Hey, we got to go to a zoo. We got to go mini golfing.
It's like a middling field trip.
But it was probably the best field trip that we went on at our school.
Probably.
We
there was some dumb ones.
Ellis Island. That was sick.
Ellis Island was cool.
I never went to Ellis Island.
I went to Ellis Island. That was sick.
Ellis Island. That was cool.
Ellis Island's just haunting.
Yeah, it's like going to Alcatraz. It's cool.
Where else did we go? We went to that one. I don't know if you remember, in 7th grade, we, at least Mike and I don't know about you guys, went to this weird, like, team building, like, basically campground for a day.
Like outdoor school, they called it. I'm pretty sure, yeah. And you're right. It was just kind of like in the woods in a campground. And, you know, we weren't doing normal classes. It was like team building activities. The one I remember was that like we all lined up and we had to just run as far as we could while screaming until we couldn't scream anymore.
Huh. What? I forgot about that one. The one I remembered is that we had to get like a class worth of people standing on this one little like wooden thing using outside the box thinking. And we did it, but we just stuffed everyone on there. And then the guy's like, okay, well, here are some actual solutions that other smarter classes came up with.
Oh no, buddy.
He didn't say it quite like that, but you know, that's what he was thinking.
Oh dear.
Mike, did you ever do the Liberty Trails thing?
Liberty Trails, that doesn't sound familiar.
So like it was like a summer field trip program.
Oh no.
Did you go to Liberty Bell?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was the Liberty Bell thing. Maybe not. But like we saw all kinds of shit. It was like 5 days worth of field trips to like local stuff. But the coolest one, we went to this quarry and we went fossil digging.
Oh.
And like
I did that in elementary school when I was in Cub Scouts.
It wasn't even like difficult. Like there's just shit all over the place.
And
there.
that sounds sick as hell. I would have loved doing that.
It was sick as hell. I wish I still had the fossils.
That is cool. We did. We went to like a little river in New Jersey when I was in Cub Scouts and found a bunch of shark teeth in there.
Man,
That's rad.
Do you ever wonder if those fossils weren't real though, Tyler, and they just put a bunch of fake fossils in the ground for little kids to dig up?
Well, they put a lot of work into it because they cut away like a huge chunk of a mountain because it's a quarry.
Well, no, I believe it was a real quarry that was, but like, do you really think that you, a child, were finding actual fossils?
Yes.
I just thought, okay. I don't believe that's true, but okay.
Nate's trying to ruin your childhood.
No, like seriously, go to a road
What
cut.
kind of fossils?
Like marine life.
No, sure. Like maybe it was real. I just think there's a good chance they put fake fossils there for little kids to find.
If they were going to put fake fossils, why didn't they have dinosaurs?
You had to physically like chip away the rock with like a chisel and hammer.
I believe that.
Well,
Listen,
Tyler, you're forgetting that Nate doesn't believe in fossils.
no, Nate. I'm forgetting that Nate's the heel,
I'm
and he's just
not.
antagonizing me for the fun of it. But hey, at least he's
Nate
talking
thinks
this
that
time.
the Earth is 2,000 years old.
But it is.
Nate thinks the Earth is hexagonal.
You think this flat sheet has been around for longer than 3,000 years? You're crazy.
Goddamn. There we go.
When I was in elementary school, I remember one field trip they took us on was to like a local ballet, like a performance of, I don't know, Swan Lake or the Nutcracker or something like that. And God, like a group of 8-year-olds at the ballet, like we could not have given less of a shit about what was happening.
Those poor performers.
No, truly, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's pretty dumb. Like, why are you taking these, like...
Let's take a bunch of children to the ballet.
It just doesn't work.
They'll appreciate the arts.
I don't know, but going on, like, a trail sounds like a trip, too. I don't think these should count as field trips, you know?
The middle schoolers that were on this show were remarkably well behaved. Like, I was impressed by them. I didn't see a single phone being lit during the performance.
Oh, that's pretty impressive, actually.
I mean, it was middle school. How many of us had phones in middle school?
I mean, we didn't. They all do now, man.
Oh, you're talking about the show you went to see in New York.
Yeah. Not the ballet. Not the ballet in like 2003 or whatever that was.
Yeah, all of them with their all those 8-year-olds with their track phones
Yeah, I was
and
about to say their Nokia track phone.
the Nokias.
The bricks.
The rich kid might have had the brand new Razor with camera.
Yeah. You knew mom and dad had a lot of money if they came in with a Razor.
I remember our buddy one time was selling gum for $5 a pack and then he got like $100 or something back in middle school, and he was so excited to show everybody his new camera phone, and like it just took the worst pictures. I'm just like, this is such a piece of shit.
Nice.
Like, why did you waste your money on this?
I bet he was so proud of it, though.
He was.
Previously on Urban Shadows. After one of the longest nights of their lives, life must go on for Bobby, Ezra, Chris, and Dale. Each of them faces their own individual goals and challenges. Whether they're out for blood, haunted, chasing new job opportunities, or unexpectedly reconnecting with family, Las Vegas is a city full of possibilities. But suddenly, Chris finds herself in a precarious position. After absorbing the strange power of the Valkyrie, Nigel is furious. But his second in command, Adrian, has reached out with a potential solution. Give in to Nigel's demands now to set up the board for a power play later. And where we ended last week was, Nate, you said that Chris got a circle advancement. So let's just talk about that real quick.
Yeah, I leveled up.
Okay.
And
Care to elaborate?
I guess I could elaborate on that if
I would love it if you did.
That's kind of what was necessary for me to do. But
you're not gonna. You're gonna make us wait.
Scenario. So
I mean, that's what I thought, but honestly, he's
what I think you guys are waiting for is for me to tell you what I chose.
Yeah, which you're going to do.
I did level up. So here I am telling you
Riveting. Thank you.
What I chose.
are you stalling because you didn't pick something?
No, I did.
Quickly reading through all of the abilities in the entire book because he wants to take a different playbook power. Nate got demon powers.
Yeah, so I am actually a tainted now. We have 2 of those in the party. You're welcome. No, actually, that was a lie. You see?
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say this fucking guy.
What I actually did was I added 2 resources to my Sankatam.
Okay, tell me more about these resources.
Yeah, no, I could definitely, do that.
Nate, please.
You've got the wards.
Yeah, I got
right?
magical wards and I got a portal to another dimension.
Oh,
that's a fun one.
And maybe potentially coming in handy considering everything that Chris has got going on. Is this a to one specific dimension, or can you hop between different dimensions? How does that work?
It's described as a portal to another dimension, so I would assume one.
Okay.
Other dimension.
Tell me about this dimension.
Yeah, so it's like this magic mirror with a magic mirror guy that I can walk into, and then we enter the mirror dimension, which is like ours but fractal
and backwards.
Well, if you speak there, it's backwards, so it's really hard to have conversations.
No.
And also, we're going to release an episode where we're all in it, and Tyler's just going to have to reverse everything we say.
That's fine. That's no. It's fine. That's one button on Audacity.
The joke was mostly not for you, Tyler. It was for how awful that's going to be to hear as a podcast.
But if you play the podcast backwards,
it still doesn't make sense.
The story backwards, but you'll understand what we're saying.
You have to play these parts specifically backwards.
Yeah, wait. Is that what we're doing? We're doing this whole section backwards.
No, here's what we can
Jesus
do.
Christ.
We can phonetically say what we say backwards and then reverse it.
But does that really work? Because I feel like words don't and sounds don't actually work that way, where like if you then reverse it, it'll sound like us being really weird.
Yeah, that's the point.
Nate, I am looking at this resource under the Sanctum rules right now. It is a little vague, so let's just talk about just generally speaking, what are the benefits you are hoping to get out of this portal to a mirror dimension?
If we could use it to like as like this almost in between dimension that we can teleport, I think that could be cool. To like other places.
Okay, so you think maybe the mirror dimension, which you can only access through the Sanctum, might then have exits out to different places.
Yeah. Did you play the new Dragon Age game? Like that mirror.
What if you could, with the mirror dimension, exit the mirror dimension through any other mirror, but you can only enter through your magic mirror? That would be cool, just saying.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I'm into that. Very cool. So a new way to traverse around the city. Awesome. With that in mind, I would like to pick up this episode with Chris. I think it's the day after you guys, have April 1st, April Fool's Day, about 3 a.m. You led the attack on the House of Good News, dealt with the Sons of Earthly Filth, went to the Valley of Fire, dealt with Matilda there, R.I.P., went back to Chris's, and then from there, everybody went out and, handled some business for the day, but by the time afternoon came around, everybody's exhausted. I think probably takes an early night. And so let's pick up the morning of April 2nd. And I think this is going to open at the Waffle Home Diner. And we see Chris sitting across the booth from Adrian because she needs an answer from you, Chris. You've had a little time to think, but she needs to know what you're planning to do about Nigel, and specifically Nigel's order that Celeste be removed from your care.
Yeah, I'll have a double stack of pancakes.
Sorry, honey. We don't have pancakes here. This is the Waffle Home.
But IHOP has waffles.
Great for IHOP. Best I can do is crepes.
You'll do crepes, but not pancakes. That's interesting.
Crepes is
Now
pretty
tell
good.
me more about that.
I don't know, man. I think you just take the win.
It's true. Also, this is Vegas. How no pancakes?
A pancake killed my father.
Yeah, see, it's a backstory. It makes sense. I get it. I'm with you.
Was it a
dive
heart
into
attack or
that
like did he
backstory.
choke?
It was 1971. I had just graduated from Le Cordon Bleu Culinary School in Paris. My father was so proud. A single tear rolls down the waitress's face. I asked him what he wanted me to cook for him, and he said pancakes. And I made the best damn pancakes in the world. And then he got stabbed by some guy.
So he wasn't necessarily killed by the pancakes. Okay. This is okay. You know what? I guess I'll take the crepes. You can go now.
Okay, one order of crepes, and for you, honey. And Adrian just has her hands like politely folded and just says, just 1 cup of black coffee, thank you.
Based. So cool.
Food comes, really good crepes at the Waffle Home, and
only like $4.
I'll fucking take it, man. That's sick.
And Adrian just sips her coffee politely and says,
The coffee not so good.
Chris, you have had time to think over my proposal. I know it is a big ask, but we don't have a lot of time to make a decision.
I will accept your offer for now, but I need full acknowledgement and agreeal that I have contact with Celeste at all times.
She nods thoughtfully, and she can tell how difficult this is for you. And Adrian just, reaches across the table and puts a hand gingerly over one of yours and says, thank you, Chris. I do believe that this is the best decision for all of us to make right now. And you have my word. I will do everything I can for you and Celeste. She will not be a prisoner. And this is only going to be temporary. Once we deal with Nigel, then everything can go back to the way it was.
You're better.
She pays the bill. You guys part your ways. And I think over the next couple of days, things get packed up and Celeste moves out of your home. You guys have a heartfelt goodbye. She sobs as she hugs you. And she is driven off to be somewhere else for the time being. From here, I would like to spend some time just talking about what your character's individual objectives, goals, thoughts, and feelings are. I think we're going to do a bit of a skip forward in time and do some city moves like we did before to sort of represent what your characters are doing in your downtime, what you're working towards. Whoever wants to go first, just tell me what you're thinking.
Skip forward in time. What is this? The 3rd book in a 5-book series?
Well, so, I just, I don't know if you remember where we left off, but I was pretty in the middle of something.
You were. And I guess the question is that something that Ezra plans to stick with? Or is he running out of there?
Oh, he's definitely not going to let down his new best friend.
Yeah, your new best friends. And let's not forget your sister, who is apparently...
I know, that's crazy. I obviously am going to try and get her to quit through my words. Because she's A, cramping my style, and B, why the fuck is she still in Vegas?
So let's pick up where we left off with Ezra for a moment here. You see your sister, Cassie, who is apparently a PA on Vegas Prince, starring Jason Statham. And you have come here to help fix weird problems that they've been having that have been slowing down production. And you've been told, hey, you'll work with our best PA. And there she is. She is like, Ezra,
Cassie, what the fuck?
Why are you here?
Why are you even still in this
is my
city?
job. This is my home. What?
This isn't your home. You live in New Jersey.
I used to.
Come on. What do you? Now I have to deal with this.
What do you mean you have to deal with it? Ezra, I haven't seen you for months. You have been dodging my calls, dodging my texts. I don't even know if you were alive until I see you here, of all places.
Yeah, well, I'm here on a job as well, apparently. We're supposed to be working together, but that's not going to work. See, because you're going to have to go back home. Vegas is a dangerous place.
Yeah, I know. My fiance died here.
Yeah, so why are you sticking around?
Because I got a job in New York with probably Paramount Plus, maybe a different streaming service. And they put me on this show, which happens to be shooting here. So this is where I have to be, Ezra.
You couldn't ask for a different show? I mean, come on.
That's not
Vegas,
how it...
Just tell them your fiance died here. They surely understand.
TV. I have to take what I'm given, okay?
All right, look, I can tell you're insufferable and never listen to anything I say anyway, so why should it change now?
Oh, fuck you.
Look, I'm just trying to save your life.
Save my life. Okay, Ezra. Just like you tried to save Johnny.
Ooh. Get his ass.
Look, that's not fair.
That's not fair. Johnny takes you on his bachelor party here. He dies, and me bringing that up is not fair to you.
It wasn't my fault.
Oh, buddy.
Nothing ever is it?
Just dig a deeper hole, why don't you?
He got himself into some shit, and I tried my best to get him out of it. And now I'm stuck in the same shit.
Well, I'm stuck in this shit too. So, are you seriously the fixer that they brought in? This is just my luck, okay?
And you obviously see that I'm carrying a sword, which is a little weird. I didn't do that before.
I'm not even going to acknowledge that. Okay.
Anyway, I hear you got some ghosts. So who are you gonna call?
You are the worst.
Me.
You've always liked bad movies.
Whoa, come on.
That's Cassie. That's not Mike. That's
Yeah, I think that's in character. That feels very in character.
But Mike does hate Ghostbusters.
I don't even know why you work in movies. It's crazy to me.
I don't work in movies. I work in TV. A real medium.
Where the artistry's at.
The only way to move up would be to move to podcasting. Yeah, it's not ghosts, idiot, okay? Things haven't been working, things have been going missing. It's probably like, I don't know, local kids breaking in
Ghosts.
and dealing.
Or goblins. It might be goblins. They like to steal
Yeah,
shit.
sure,
Some of them.
goblins, okay. We need to get this problem solved. We need to get production back on track, back under budget. And then we'll shoot the show and we'll finish the season and then I'll get out of Vegas, okay? Since that's what you so desperately want. So the question is, are you going to take this seriously and help me? Or are you going to do your typical Ezra shit?
Are you kidding me? There's no way I could ever let down my new best friend, Sylvester Stallone.
She just like raises her hands in frustration. Okay, Ezra. And so if you are going to work with Cassie and Sylvester and Jason to help fix what's going on with Vegas Prince. I think that is going to be a circle move, a downtime thing. I'm sorry, a city move.
Tend to your business?
Yes, exactly. I think this is tending to your business. So you tell me how you pass the time and you roll. On a hit, you tend to your affairs, but an old friend or new ally approaches you with a request for help. Mark corruption if you turn them down. On a 10 plus, ask me a question about the situation. I answer it honestly. We'll see how well you're able to help out with the production.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, I set up cameras and shit and basically like security guard it, stake out, try to figure out, what probably supernatural thing is causing the issue. And then depending on what it is, I kill or don't kill it. Is the general gist. Obviously, it depends because I don't know what the issue is. So scoping out the whole thing is the first thing. Like I'm planning on looking around and figuring out what it is initially.
Very good. So 10 to your business is just a straight 2d6, no modifiers at all.
Yeah. But and I rolled a 4. Ooh, that's bad.
On a miss, your routine gets interrupted by an NPC, perhaps a character never before seen in the story, in urgent need of your help, and holding a debt they can cash in to compel you to assist them. You can refuse to honor the debt if you don't want to help, but you'll have to wait for the MC, me, to frame the scene for you as soon as the faction turn is over.
Oh, God.
So I think the most obvious thing that happens here is you spend a couple weeks on the set of Vegas Prince. And first off, the problems that you are running into are kind of weird. Like cables are cut in half, equipment is going missing. Like one day Jason shows up with a script and it's not the same script that everyone else is going on, and it just like causes huge confusion, and like the entire day is wasted because nobody knows what the right thing to happen in the scene is.
It's gotta be ghosts or gremlins.
But before you can really get to the bottom of it, and of course I'm sure you and Cassie are butting heads basically the entire time, you walk by a mirror one day on set, and you see Azrael's reflection in it.
Oh, God damn it, Azrael, this is not the time!
Not the time, Ezra.
I am on another job for an extremely important person. Let me finish that and then I'll do like 2 jobs for you.
Extremely important person.
3.
And he just growls and like smoke sort of comes out of the edges of the mirror.
I'm not saying he's more important than you, but like I don't want to piss him off either. So come on, give me like double duty next month. Triple. I'll kill like 5 people for you as long as I don't like them.
Who would you rather piss off, Ezra? Some actor or me?
Look, man, he's my best friend now.
Ah.
I don't want to lose this gig, and you're definitely not going to fire me. You might torture me or something horrible, but...
I have heard enough of your prattle. Your personal business is of no interest to me. There is something I need you to do, and I need you to do it immediately.
What is it?
The image of Azrael in the mirror fades away, and fading into it, you see a Latino man in an expensive band t-shirt and a blazer with slicked back hair.
There is merchandise being moved that was not agreed upon. I have allowed sand to spread through my city to an extent, but lines are being crossed. I need you to put a permanent end to an operation. The operation of one Hector Bazterica.
Okay, well, what else do you know about him?
He is with a... what do you mortals call it? Marketing firm. A mid-level executive of their order. It is a minor inconvenience for now, but I would prefer to nip this in the bud.
Isn't it butt? Isn't it nip it in the butt?
No. Oh, it's a gardening term. Nip it in the bud. I'm pretty sure, not 100%, but like 85.
You're definitely right. That is, yes. Ezra's just dumb. I guess I'll take care of that for you.
One more thing, Ezra. Hector is a known associate of the wolf you've been spending time with. Ensure this job is done despite your affection for that mongrel.
I really wish you hadn't told Ezra that, because he was just going to call Bobby and ask him if he wanted this job.
And ensure that he does not know you are doing this.
Oh, man, bummer. I was ready to just throw that fire on the tinder.
No, it's fine. You gotta.
No, I know. I just, I thought it would have been great if I had just told you about it, thinking you might want to kill some drug dealers, because you've done it before.
Oh,
because you're like, hey, buddy, you want to kill a drug dealer for me?
This is not good for me. I really would have preferred that happened. That would have been great.
I think it would have been fun
and my
plans.
So
it would have been bad for me.
It would also be fun, but it would also be very good for my plans. It would have been
that goes Ezra. As soon as you said you need to kill a drug dealer, I was just like, oh, I could probably get Bobby to do this.
Wait, did you know who Hector was?
Nope.
Nice. Yeah, that would have been so great. You just had no idea. You went to me and it's like, yes, you didn't remember anything. All right, never mind. This sucks.
So the question for you here, Zach, is which of these two things are you going to focus on?
The movie.
Okay, so you are going to ignore Azrael's orders for now.
Yeah, once the filming for today is over. Now, granted, we could be night filming. I don't fucking know.
Don't worry about like today. I'm just saying, like, what is getting your priority moving forward?
Anytime the movie is filming, I'm there with them. I will work on this on the side.
Okay. So I am interpreting that as you are keeping the movie or the TV show as your primary objective for now.
Totally. And I think I have to mark, do I have to mark corruption?
Ooh. So I could technically make you roll to refuse to honor the debt right now, but that's not what I want to do. I think we're just going to keep moving forward right now.
And I'm going to have to suffer the consequences later.
Yeah, knowing that you have sort of split loyalties, not exactly doing as you are quote unquote supposed to be doing right now. What is somebody else doing? What is Dale doing?
Well, Dale had a little job to do for the Ghost Gang.
Yeah, to get the ghost that is possessing you exorcised from you. But I mean, Dale's got a lot of stuff going on right now. He's got that. He's got family issues. He's got potential legal issues going on. So what's he focusing on?
I kind of want to deliver this package. This just seems fun.
Playing mailman.
Yeah, and also he doesn't have really the will to face his more personal issues.
Yeah, so it's a distraction.
Yes.
He's going on the long walk, distracting quests so he can think about shit and then deal with his real issues.
He's going to Moe's, Marge.
So you want to focus on sending a message to Bruno, the elderly former fiance of Isabella Phantasma, so that he remembers her now that he is married to somebody else. Walk me through what your ideas are with this.
1 second. It sounds a lot like that does trigger your corruption, what you just described doing. If you look at the trigger, when you ignore your mortal commitments or relationships to deal with the supernatural, sounds like exactly what you're trying to do right now.
That does sound exactly what Dale is doing.
Well, I'm close to getting my second. One more and I get my second corruption bar filled up. I want to ask Isabella, Izzy, if you will, if she has anything physical remaining somewhere that would be, sentimental enough.
Yeah. I think it's pretty obvious. And she said, well, the most sentimental thing I had was my engagement ring.
I figured it'd be that.
But I don't know where it is, Dale. I don't know what happened to it after I died.
It's not still on your body, is it?
Maybe, I don't know.
You can float through the ground, right? Could you check?
I don't even know where I'm buried.
Well, guess I gotta go to the library, check the local paper archives for your obituary.
It sounds like you're gonna need to put out the word.
That's a game move.
I guess I'm gonna need to put out the word. Where's Isabella buried?
So I think this is a perfect opportunity to use this city move, Dale. When you put out the word to your circle that you need something, such as a magical tome, secret information, a skilled bodyguard, or perhaps the engagement ring of a woman that died like 70 years ago, you can roll to see if you're able to get a hold of that thing.
By the way, listeners, the penalty for missing this roll is one of the harshest, I think, of all the city moves. On a miss, the thing shows up on your doorstep with wicked strings attached, exposing you to the wrath of a status 3 NPC from another circle. Fuck.
Ooh, I hope you fail it. I'm sorry. Just
I do too.
That sounds exciting.
That sounds really cool. Honestly, you shouldn't have said anything because it needs to happen. We should have just made it happen no matter what.
So put out the word is specifically when you turn to your own circle for help with something. So like you had mentioned going to the library. I think like the library is a Mortalis circle. You know,
they would be.
You're falling upon mundane means of coming across this information and mundane contacts of who might be able to help you. So you're going to roll with Mortalis status.
10! Let's go! On a 10 plus, it shows up in the hands of an ally. It's yours for a debt.
Fantastic. Who do we think this ally might be that can help Dale out with getting this engagement ring?
Well, do you want more celebrity cameos?
I'm listening.
Do you know what popular History Channel show is filmed in Las Vegas?
No.
Pawn Stars.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, they would have the ring.
What's the guy's name from Pawn Stars? Like Rick?
The only one I remember is Chum. You could be Chum. I'm totally fine with you being Chum.
Let's not do the actual Pawn Stars guys this time.
You could just do a parody of a Pawn Star.
Dale, you walk into the most famous pawn shop in Las Vegas, and the location where hit reality show on the History Channel, Pawn to Bishop 1.
No. Pawn Kings.
Jesus. Okay, bear with me. That's amazing. So, because just imagine, it feels contradictory, I know, but it's kind of perfect.
You walk into this famous pawn shop, and you're immediately being filmed, and like a waiver is shoved into your hands, be like, sign this so we can put you on TV. And you head over to the main counter, and there's a huge collection of jewelry, and you're looking through it, and there's something inside you, maybe that ghostly presence that like resonates with one of these rings on display here. And the main guy on the show, just this big bald guy, comes up to you, camera's following him, and he's like, "Hey brother, welcome to the pawn store."
I believe
we pawn it.
I believe the real store is called Silver and Gold, or Gold and Silver, so I vote Platinum and Bronze.
Welcome to Platinum and Bronze, brother.
Platinum and Brass.
I'm going to just say it's a safe assumption that Izzy told me what the ring looked like.
Totally, yeah. And it's the like biggest, gaudiest diamond ring on display.
Of course it is.
Suitable for a mob boss's beloved daughter. Anything less would be insulting.
Yeah, how much for that one?
The guy like stares down the barrel of a camera. You haggle back and forth. But ultimately, because of your role, this guy is going to let you walk out of this with a debt. How do you think that plays out?
Well, it's a pawn store. They don't just deal in pawning your stuff. They do trade.
Sure.
I would figure they'd want something of equal or greater value for me to give them.
And you think that maybe Dale is able to talk this guy, we'll call him Chucky, into a like an IOU?
I have to call my guy from whatever weird industry to take a better look at the thing.
Yeah.
To value it properly.
Oh yeah, I know a guy. But Chucky, who has a truly gross goatee, he scratches that and he like leans across the counter to you, Dale. He says, "There's something about you, brother. You know what's really going on out there? You do, don't you?"
That depends. Do you read my blog?
That depends. What's your blog called?
Fuck, we hadn't talked about it for so long that I don't know if I ever gave it a name.
I read a lot of weird blogs. Is yours the one about celebrity feet?
No. It used to be about aliens, but now it's about like weird stuff.
Like alien feet?
No alien feet. No clapping alien cheeks.
Wait. You're Tillman's Truths, right?
I'm sorry. It's Tillman's Truth 42696.
No, buddy! That can't be it.
No, it's not that.
Well, no, it has. If it is Tillman Truth, then it should be. I say that's crazy.
Tillman's Truth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right. I've been there. I've seen it all.
I'm the Chuck is out there.
Nice. You guys.
No shit. And I go to like give him like a high five handshake kind of deal, like a predator handshake.
He gives you the predator handshake.
No shit. You've been posted on there since 2006.
Well, that's because the government is watching.
Oh, buddy, you have no idea. I'm wanted now. I mean, you probably read the blog post.
Buddy.
Yeah. You're a brave man, Dale. There's nothing I value more than my privacy, as like 7 cameras are focused on him recording this TV show.
And his name is
And that's
Chuck.
why I use NordVPN.
Sponsor us.
Dale turns to the camera. NordVPN.
All right, Tillman. Yeah, you can have this ring, but don't forget who helped you out.
Oh, I won't forget it. The Chuck is out there.
And so, Dale, you have Isabella Phantasma's ring, and you are off to deliver it to Bruno. I think it's easy enough to find this guy. You have like the wedding announcement. Do you want to crash the wedding?
I'm going to crash this wedding.
Hell yeah, dude.
Now, I'm not going to do any dramatic, like, run down the aisle and be like, I object. None of that. No. We're going to play this one cool. But I might need a buddy.
Okay.
Now, my whole reason for doing all of this is because Chris seems a little caught up in some shit right now that she wouldn't be able to help me because she originally was the first. She just like knew right away that I was possessed by a ghost and was probably the proper person to tackle this for me. But, you know, I'm a wily little bastard. So now in my circumventing of wanting Chris to not deal with this, I'm going to make Chris deal with this.
Nice.
And ask if she wants to go as my +1 to my very old and near dear friend, that guy that Izzy was going to marry, whose name I forgot already, because this is still recent and I've been editing earlier episodes. I'm going to call Chris and ask if she wants to go to a wedding with me to help cheer her up a little bit. I don't know. Get some good food and cake and dance.
Oh, she's 100% in.
Awesome.
All right. I mean, most important question. What are you guys wearing?
Dale has a very old checkered suit. like 70s style, and it's fucking ugly. I look like a patchwork Jamaican flag. It's bad.
And Chris?
A sleek, slightly shimmery purple dress that's long enough to be proper, but not too long, not touching the ground or anything.
All right. And you guys head over to, if I'm remembering the names right, the wedding of Bruno Linguini. And
how could I forget it's Bruno?
Marissa Brown.
Bruno, of course. My favorite Manchester United player.
And you guys are the youngest people, Chris especially, attending this wedding.
Life of the party.
We're going to make so many friends, guys. It is so easy to talk to the elderly. It's great.
Are you sitting through the ceremony, or you just go into the...
Oh, of course. We're with the bride.
The ceremony is fully in Italian. You don't understand a word of it.
The food at this reception is going to be great.
But yeah, it's a nice ceremony in an old church. And then after the ceremony is done, you head over to the reception where the wonderful succulent smells of pasta fill the air. Pasta and chicken parm and
pasta and other kinds of pasta and pasta.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a pizza over there.
Yeah,
there's a pizza. Sure. There's some cannolis, some gelatos.
Just a tall red, white, and green cake.
Some fucking Heineken.
Very good. What is Dale's play here? What is Dale's approach?
Dale is going to enjoy himself for a little bit. Mm-hmm. He needs a little R&R. And also, because he's super hungry, he's also going to be hitting up that Italian buffet like a shark smelling blood. He's just all over those raviolis and lasagnas and spaghettis and scongilis.
Gabagools.
The gnocchi.
Gnocchis.
Sorry, I just want to pause here. Gnocchi, terrible.
Pull your lower lip over your face and swallow.
Now that I've spoken my truth, we can carry on.
You know what I'm noticing is this is a bunch of Italian foods which are gonna make you sleepy. Also, this is a bunch of old people who are going to sleep quickly. There's gotta be a nap period during this wedding.
And the red wine is flowing. And yeah, Chris, as you look around, there are fully like a third of the guests here are just like asleep at their tables.
Just head back snoring.
One guy fully has a CPAP machine on.
Oh my god.
I have an important point to make here.
Yes.
Mike, you recently had a wedding.
Recently-ish, yeah.
This is past summer.
It was almost a year ago, dude.
Oh yeah, I guess it has been. Holy crap, time flies, guys. Oh, it's almost your anniversary. Congratulations. Anyway, what did you spend most of your time doing at your own wedding?
Moving from place to place.
Yes. I'm waiting for him to come to me.
Where do you think you might camp out? Just to set the scene.
Dale's taken off his ugly plaid Jamaican flag colored suit because he's a little sweaty from dancing. Christina, are you having a good time?
Yeah, this is fun. I didn't realize everyone was gonna be 90.
How many times did they pinch your cheeks?
I'm in pain. I won't lie to you.
Oh my god.
So we're here to get your ghost's ring?
I'm going to be sitting at a table, a little sweaty. Tie is gone, suit is gone, because, been dancing. Just had to blow off a little steam before, I get down to business here. And I do the thing where I wait until the wedding party comes around. Well, the bride and groom come around table by table to be like, oh, thanks for coming. So glad you can make it. So good to see you.
Giuseppe, is that you? Oh, Giuseppe, I haven't seen you in so long, my dear friend.
Yeah, that's me. Giuseppe. It has been a long time.
And who is this magnificent creature that's with you, Giuseppe?
This is my daughter. She just graduated from college. I figured I'd bring her along as a little bit of a celebration. Lot of things to be happy about tonight,
Yes, what a joyful occasion, isn't that right, my darling? Yes, we're so happy, Giuseppe.
I gotta say, I have no idea what anyone here is saying. I've been waiting to talk to you because no one here speaks English, but they're very nice regardless.
Oh, you never did have a firm grasp on the mother tongue, did you, Giuseppe?
No, especially not since the war.
Nice, dude.
I remember the war.
Listen, I wanted to ask you something, Bruno, old friend.
What is it, Giuseppe?
One moment. I'm going to lean over to Christina. Can you get us some glasses of wine, please? I don't want you to see me do this.
Oh, wow.
Oh, God. To an old man? Oh God.
No. No.
I'll give you some space.
Thanks. You're so sweet. Come here, Bruno. Sit down. I want to have a little... let's reminisce about the old times.
As long as it's not about the war.
No, not about the war. A little bit after the war. See, I remember such a sweet young woman that you used to be engaged to. You remember her?
Oh, Giuseppe, no, please, no. Oh, don't bring that up, not today.
I know, but how can you not think about her on a day like today?
I spent decades of my life thinking about her.
I know you did.
Am I supposed to mourn forever, Giuseppe? Am I not allowed in my last years a glimmer of happiness with someone new, with something new?
I know you didn't say your vows, but I know in your heart you did.
Giuseppe, please. And he rises to leave.
I grab his arm and firmly drag him back down into the chair. Hopefully not breaking his hip because he's like 100.
No, but his neck twists on the way down.
And he's dead.
Bruno, I don't have a problem with you finding love. As someone who's, been divorced. Oh, by the way, I got divorced. Long story, but that's not what we're talking about. I know what it's like to lose someone you love, but I want you to never forget about them. And I pull out the ring box. I don't know what the box is called that you house an engagement ring in.
Sure.
But, I pull it out and flip it open and show him that big, gaudy, stupid, ugly ring.
And he stands up and stumbles back and falls to the ground. He crashes into a champagne fountain that spills everywhere. People stand up and are shocking, Mamma Mia!
Nice.
Baba Gooba!
Accurate representation of Italian Americans. Boom. Let's go.
Some of the slightly more spry guests run up to help him. But yeah, it's clear that you have really upset this man and really caused a scene. And you look up to his new bride. And she is crying as well, and she says, I think you should go, Giuseppe.
I was just leaving, but I think you should hold on to this. And I just toss the ring box on top of Bruno's chest as he's still laying on the ground. Don my jacket, start walking out of the reception hall.
Wow, I can see why you didn't want me to see that. That was really dark.
I take a glass of wine, the second glass of wine out of Chris's hand as she says that to me. I fucking one gulp that bitch down, spike the glass on the ground.
Nice.
And walk out of this place feeling more alive than I ever had in my entire life.
What a menace Dale has become.
Dale's wanted. Dale thinks he's wanted. Dale doesn't give a fuck anymore.
Oh my God. Dale's going to corrupt out guys. This is dangerous.
Incredible. So with this accomplished, you are able to go back to the Phantasmas, report back. Don Phantasma, very pleased with your story as you fill him in on all the details. Isabella still, heartbroken and crying, but you have pleased her father. And in turn, he agrees to help you with your little possession problem. He tells you that it is going to take some time to fully remove the ghost, the Gaunt Man, but that they are able to do it. So you will need to make regular trips back to the Mob Museum and the secret speakeasy hideout over the next few weeks to get that fully taken care of.
All right, start a long-term project. Got it.
What about Bobby? What is Bobby trying to accomplish?
Bobby's got a couple logs in the fire here. So,
but if you had to pick one log to really focus on,
become a drug kingpin.
Well, yeah, obviously I've got to prioritize that right now, making moves. And as part of that, I need to do art. So I'm trying to sell drugs and do art. I was thinking I was going to try to tend to my business or something.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. The question is, are you going to try and make art that will please Hector, as you agreed to get him to sell sand for you? Or are you going to try and create art that will please Vinny and the Red Vineyard Society? Because those are two very different kinds of art.
Yeah, I wasn't even considering. I was going to do the hack art, but since you're giving me the option, I think I'm going to do some art to impress Vinny. Because it sounds like Hector's kind of days are numbered anyway. So.
Well, you don't know that, man.
No, I don't. But
what would Bobby, with Bobby's goals and knowledge, want to prioritize right now? I mean, Vinny did say he wants to see more from you, like what you did at the Purple Guys show. But Hector said that he wants commercial appeal stuff from you in exchange for what he's doing with sand.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Vinny, I think, here. It seems like the move. And I was, I'm balancing like who I'm gonna prioritize where. I think right now I want to leverage my relationship with Vinny, so it makes the most sense to build on that.
Okay, so you were gonna try and do the kind of art that Vinny would appreciate. What do you think that might look like?
Well, I feel like the unfortunate truth is the Vinny, I don't really, am I ready to kill someone right now? There's no one to kill.
Let me just tell you right now, you don't need to kill someone. What Vinny is looking for, like certainly violence is something that he has an appreciation for, but it's also like subversive stuff, anti-establishment stuff, avant-garde, so Bobby doesn't need to get a body count for this, but maybe he wants to.
Sure, he's a vampire, but he is Vincent van Gogh.
That's true. He is also Vincent van Gogh.
Yeah,
He does appreciate art.
Now I'm uncertain.
But how do you really spark a message in modern day America without murder?
I mean, I'm just thinking.
Isn't that the question of the time?
My goodness. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna chill. I'm just gonna do some dog shit art instead. I want to do some hacky
commercial stuff for Hector.
Yeah, commercial crap.
Okay.
Sell out.
Okay, go ahead and give me a straight 2d6 no modifier as you tend to your business.
That is a 9.
On a hit, you tend to your affairs, but an old friend or new ally approaches you with a request for help. Mark corruption if you turn them down. So, here's what happens. You are making your hacky commercial art. If you could just describe a piece that you made in like 5 words or less of hacky commercial art, what would you say it is?
Word art. A airplane. It's only 3 colors.
Very good. Very good. You you do this word art of an airplane with 3 colors. You let Hector know about it. He comes out and sees it and he loves it. He's like, Bobby, my man, this is what I'm talking about. This, he snaps a picture of it, immediately posts it to his like corporate Instagram, tags you in it. Just look at these numbers, Bobby. Look at these numbers. Just like the views, like ticker tape, just counting
Hector,
up.
that's so cool. That's so great.
This is the kind of stuff I'm telling you, Bobby. This is the stuff people want.
Yeah.
But you know what else people seem to want?
What's that?
That's sand, brother. I've been talking to people about it around the office, at some parties. They're gobbling this stuff up, man. So you keep up your end of the deal like this, I keep up my end too. And he pats you on the back and you go your separate ways. And a few hours later, you get a phone call from Auntie Evie.
Oh, Auntie Evie!
Bobby, baby, why haven't you been coming around?
I'm sorry, Evie. I've been so busy with just a lot of work stuff, man. Just like, it's kind of crazy.
I know. I saw on the Instagram.
No, that was stupid. That was dumb work stuff. I had to go to some meetings.
That was so good.
No,
Bobby.
no, Auntie, it's not good. that doesn't even make me feel better. Like, no.
People seem to like it.
Auntie
That's all
Evie.
I'm saying.
No, it's not good though. It's bad and it's corrupting society.
Oh, okay, Mr. Deep Artist.
I'm just saying. I'm not a deep artist. I'm just like the bare minimum artist. Like, come on, this is crazy. That's not art. I'm sorry, Evie. I'm sorry, Auntie.
I know, sweetie. I know. But you know, it's not so easy for me to get around anymore, and I've been holed up at home, and I've been bored, and I've been lonely, and you haven't been coming by, and you remember I told you about my friend Matilda? Well, I haven't been able to get a hold of her either.
Oh, shit. That's crazy. I'll ask Chris. Chris, I think might know her. That's crazy. I'll swing by. I'll swing by later this week. I've just been so crazy. Dale's getting the divorce finally, and everyone got kicked out of their house. It's just a busy time. It's just
everybody got kicked out of their house.
Kind of for different reasons. Sort of, yeah. Nothing bad. Nothing crazy. Just like, just like.
It's like, we blew up Ezra's house and then the divorce.
Yeah, it's just it's a fluid situation right now, Auntie. So we're kind of just figuring things out. But point is, sorry.
Will you come by tonight and can we just, order some food and watch some TV together?
Hell yes. Let's get pizza. Right? Let's get pizza. Or do you want Chinese?
Oh, I was actually thinking Korean.
Korean? All right, yeah. You want sushi?
No.
No sushi.
I kind of want Korean.
Okay. Oh, wait, sushi. Fuck me. Fuck. I don't know. I got them mixed up. That's on me. Not like that. All right.
I thought that was a joke too.
Yeah, I just made it worse. It didn't even help. Okay.
Very good. So Annie Evie calls you over, asks you to just spend some time with your aunt, which you haven't done this entire series, Dom.
I know, I've been very busy.
But yeah, you make plans with Auntie Evie. Chris, what are you doing? What's going on with you?
I think Chris is in I need a distraction mode.
Mm-hmm.
And so has decided to spend all of her time researching Dale's enemies.
Okay.
So I think trying to gather information on this Ryan, Arizona.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so it sounds like you are consulting your contacts.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe even put out the word, because those specific questions weren't speaking to me exactly, on just like secret information on Ryan, Arizona and his who he works for.
Let's go with consult your contacts, just because put out the word is more like, oh no, I guess it does say secret information in there. I was thinking that was more of like a tangible thing. So you know what? Fine. Yeah. Let's put out the word. You put out the word to the circle of power that you need information about Ryan, Arizona. Go ahead and roll with your power status and let's see what happens.
I got a 4.
Ooh, that's not
Oh,
good.
no.
A 4
Good.
is a miss, which means that the thing shows up on your doorstep with wicked strings attached, exposing you to the wrath of a status 3 NPC from another circle. And I think what that has to mean for this particular instance is Ryan, Arizona shows up on your doorstep.
Oh no!
Oh, not you too.
And the beast and Dale live there.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah.
Both beasts.
The decoy beast and the beast. That's crazy.
Your new magical wards that you just installed start to ping moments before there's just a loud, forceful banging on your front door.
Hello? Who is...
My name is Special Agent Ryan, Arizona. I'm with the Bureau. And I've been told that you, Chris Lopez, have been asking around about me. What do you want?
Audience, I know this is a podcast, so you can't see it, but Mike is doing the craziest Trump face with this voice. The Trump lips are lipping.
Yeah, like the duck lips. No, I see it.
What are you talking about?
Oh no!
Oh, hi. Mr. Arizona, would you like a coffee?
I only drink kombucha.
This fucking guy.
That's crazy for you to say as a federal agent. Do you just not drink during the day?
I'm just kidding. Yeah, sure, I'd love a coffee. So what's the deal?
I was just curious about the Bureau. I had heard about it, through some of my cool wizard friends, and I was like, that's a cool thing that, maybe I want to help them out sometimes. And I was just, it's a pleasure to meet you. I've never...
He rips off his sunglasses. You've heard of the Federal Bureau of the Occult?
Well, yeah, I'm a part of the powers that be. Sometimes we work together, and I
see. I know your type, dude. The powers that be, more interested in grabbing up whatever they can for themselves than making this country a better, safer place. That's not what I signed up for.
So what did you sign up for? What's the Bureau do? What are they after?
You want to know what I'm after, Chris Lopez?
I would love to.
I got a feeling you know what I'm after. I'm after the Beast.
Well, what's that?
He slams his fist against the door. Don't play dumb with me. I can recognize your magical signature. It was all over the Luxor Casino that day. That day during the Purple Guy show. Tell me the truth right now. Here, Chris Lopez.
I love the Purple Guys. Yeah.
What were you doing that day when the Beast attacked?
Well, I did come to see the Purple Guys, and then things started getting crazy. So, I had this thing with another mage, and I was trying to fix things, and then boom, there was this explosion, and then I heard the Beast attacked as well. That was crazy. And so I was just like, I gotta get out of here. And so I ran.
Uh-huh. I see. You just happened to be there. There just happened to be an explosion. That's what you're telling me.
Well, I was there for the explosion. It was just like, there was a whole mage kind of turf war. I don't know. There's this witch called Matilda. You maybe have heard of her. I don't know. But yeah, we were having a whole thing. If you find her, she'll definitely tell you what's up and how she hates me. But so I would look into that, if I were you.
It's funny you mentioned that, Chris Lopez, because the Bureau just found the body of one Matilda O'Shaughnessy out in the Valley of Fire a few days ago.
Oh no, that's crazy. What happened there?
Yeah, isn't that the question? What happened there? If only one of us knew the answer to that question.
Yeah, if only.
If only. And you two are sort of in like a standoff. He's eyeing you up and down. It's like, just one more thing. Lady who knows Dale Tillman says what?
Did you say you wanted some more coffee? I'm sorry.
Oh, she's good.
Nice.
Look, there is a person of interest. Goes by the name of Dale Tillman.
Don't tell him I'm here.
Most recently seen on an episode of that pawn show. I know he's still in the city, and I have a hunch that you know him too.
Man, they crank out episodes super quick.
If you happen to run into Mr. Tillman, I'd appreciate it if you passed a message along from me to him.
Yeah, I mean, I've never met this Dale Tillman, but, you know, if I do meet him, yeah, I'll give a message.
Yeah, if you ever meet him, you let him know Special Agent Ryan Arizona has bigger fish to fry, but I still think he can help. Be on your best behavior now, Miss Lopez. I don't want to hear that you've been asking around for me again. You understand?
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for the visit.
Yeah, real friendly like. And he backs away from your front door, just doing like double hang loose signs as he disappears.
It's just so fucking cool.
Damn, he's cool.
So all of this, all these different projects that you guys have been working on, I'm going to say take the better part of like 2 months to get it all done.
We only get one city move for 2 months.
You know, we'll talk about what other stuff you might have been doing during this time in the future. But I want to skip forward from April to Memorial Day weekend 2024. Somewhere out in Chicago, one Mike Cripps is getting married that weekend.
Nice.
And I want to go to Bobby at Auntie Evie's house. You've been making an effort to spend a little bit more time with her at her request. You've set up like a weekly ritual of just ordering takeout and watching TV. And you two are sitting on the couch as the local news comes on. And you see an anchor, a handsome older man, white guy, silver hair, just like super broad chest, right? Like classic anchor guy. In local news, a tragic murder. Philanthropist, politician, and beloved member of our community, Nigel Powell, was found killed today. And we see an image of Nigel on screen, the leader of the powers that be, the man that you have seen interact with Chris time and time again.
Oh, shit. Somebody dealt with your problem for you.
Well.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Can I put a face to a name? No. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm being crazy. I'm gonna text Chris. Obviously, I can do that. That's a safety thing.
Yeah. What message do you send to Chris?
Dude, what the fuck? Nigel dead? Question mark.
Flexing emoji, American flag emoji, fire emoji.
Shocked face.
No, I just say woof. And I don't. I don't say anything.
You would. No, you totally say woof, you fucking dog.
Okay, I say woof because he's stressed out. Because, like, I was going to text a bunch of stuff, and then I'm like, well, that could be incriminating. Yeah, I think I just settle on woof and regret it. And then I'm like, shit. Well, you know, Chris will get it. Chris will know what I mean.
Chris, you get a text that says "woof" from Bobby.
Chris says, "Is this a weird roleplay thing?"
So yeah, I guess that didn't work. Does it say anything else about his death on the news?
Yeah, it's talking about how he was found in his home, a penthouse apartment downtown. No signs of forced entry. Police are doing what they can, but they are treating it as a homicide.
Okay, I'm gonna call Chris.
Hey, Bobby, what's up? Woof to you, friend.
No, it's just, yo, Chris, you look on the news?
No, what's up?
Nigel. Like, he's dead.
Oh.
Somebody got him.
Huh. How about that?
What a reaction.
I think it's shocking. Like, what the fuck's happening? Shit. That's
Look, I don't know, man. I'll see you tonight. All right, we'll talk later. I hang up, and then my screen fades to the side, leaving just Chris.
Chris, what do you do upon hearing this news? Like, first gut instinct.
I think Chris immediately texts Adrian, "What the fuck just happened?"
You text Adrian. She replies with just a question mark.
"Let's talk."
Pancakes? Question mark.
You get a response. Just K. Talk to you next episode. ETD. Thank you for listening to Escape the Dungeon. Escape the Dungeon is created by Dom Brass, Nate Brass, Zach Brass, and Mike Cripps, with editing and original music by Tyler Knittle. If you enjoyed this show, please consider subscribing and leaving a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. To find us on social media, go to escapethedungeonpod.com.